Hi besties, happy Friday. As you can see, I finished my little light blue cat. As you can now see, I'm working on my dark blue cat. It's gonna be so cute, and it's probably gonna go on the side, or I might switch them because I like it like light blue, medium blue, and then dark blue seems to make more sense, like if it's going. I don't know if the camera like reverses it, but like I want it to be like lighter and then darker, like you know, like if you're reading in English anyway. I was learning Arabic on Duolingo, and it was like they read from right to left instead of left to right, and it was like, whoa, whole new perspective there, you know. And then I also watched, I think it was CJ the X's video about I almost said Parasite. It's not that, it's Arrival. I watched CJ the X's video on Arrival, I think, and yeah, it was really good, and it like made me like rethink, you know, like reconsider some of the things that I think about time and like language too. It was just really interesting, and it also made me really want to buy the book that the short story that Arrival is based on is in. And then I also had a lot of like desires to watch Arrival afterwards, and it's a hard movie to find. Like it's not on any streaming services that I'm aware of currently. I know it used to be, and I remember being surprised. Like I'm not a big movie person, and then like sometimes like the movies that like everyone wants to see, like everyone's talking about, like don't end up on the sites, and it's just like, oh, I kind of like wanted to see that, but I guess it's like. And then like Barbie's already on Netflix, so I was like, wow, that's wild. Did not expect that. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. Did I say the movie? Oh yeah, it was Arrival. It was a really good movie. And then yeah, like the concept of time and stuff, and how they're like we're kind of like from the future, and like we're gonna need your help later, or like I don't know if they're from the future, but they could like see the future because of like the way that their language works. They don't like they're able to conceive of like more, you know. And then so she starts learning their language, and then she's able to like experience time in a different way, which I thought was cool. Anyway, so I was thinking about time, like, and then learning Arabic, and like thinking about like English going this way, like I'm just like, why am I having such a hard time with this straight left to right, and then Arabic going right to left. And then in Japanese I think they go like up to down top to bottom, and then also like left to right, right to left, also right to left. My bad. And then I'm confused too because like the camera is like reversed to me, but I think I'm trying to remember if it like flips or not, because I remember like gesturing for an astrology video and then being like, I think it's backwards. Like I think it, like, yeah, I do think it ended up being backwards, but then I'm like, because I was looking at my laptop screen, and it's like if I had something behind me, so like when I'm doing this, like I think that would make sense, that would be the right way, you know. So I'm just like, I'm all over the place. Anyway, and I don't have tea today. Well, I already drank it because it's like kind of, it's not that late. Like once you become a morning person, this is like the second time this has happened to me now. Yeah, after I quit my restaurant job, I started, well, I like moved also because my housemates, it was COVID and they kept throwing parties, and I was like, I'm probably gonna like die if I stay here. So I was like, I need to move out. And my dad's friend had like, she was in the process of getting divorced, and her husband died, and so like his house was like empty and they couldn't sell it because he didn't die in the house, but like, yeah, there was like a whole thing because they like weren't divorced yet, and it just became like, oh yeah. So she's like, no one's there, like, so she let me stay there for free by myself. That was wild. I loved that. Why did I bring that up? I'm like, because I moved. That was like not the point. Okay, well, anyway, I do remember after I stopped talking yesterday, I remembered one of the things that I was talking about before I like went on a couple of tangents and then forgot. I was saying the girl that I thought was like when I first met her, it was love at first sight, but she obviously didn't feel that way. So like the first girl that I really like had feelings for, or like at least like when I look back on my childhood, it's like going on more tangents. Like I definitely had like crushes on girls, but I wasn't aware of it. And so this is the first time like I was like I identified as like someone who was attracted to women at this point. Because I used to think I was asexual, and then like I think I've mentioned this before, but like there were some Game of Thrones scenes that I was just like, whoa. And then yeah, it was like still a little bit, it took a couple because I was still kind of questioning, like, is it like because I'm attracted to women, or is it because like the women on the show are like so sexualized that I just like, you know, like I don't know. And then it just like yeah, I realized like no, it's I'm gay. But like anyway, so the thing that I was saying before I so rudely interrupted myself was that the like I thought this girl, like I had a list in my head about like all the reasons why I thought she was probably gay. Like she has, because I have these like such strong feelings for her, and I'm like, okay. Also like loved reading, you know, like Dante and what's it called, Aristotle and Dante and Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe, and stuff like that. So like there's a story about two young gay boys who like, one of them I think knows he's gay, and he like knows that he has a crush on the other one. It's been a while since I read it, but like the other one is like kind of still questioning his sexuality and like not accepting it yet. And so like they like drift apart for a little while, and the one who's questioning still is kind of like out kissing girls and stuff, and then I think he's out like kissing a boy, and then like he ends up being like, okay, I am gay, but like, and then they get together. So like there's part of me that's like, okay, like I know I'm gay, and like she's maybe like still questioning, she's like dating a boy, whatever, but like I don't know, like it's not impossible for this to happen, right? And so like I had a list going of like and then I started talking about sodas because I was like, we were at the this is such an insignificant detail to the story, but I'm like, this is where we were standing in the restaurant where it happened. We were by the soda machines. Like we were both getting drinks, and then yeah, because like I was saying I was on drinks, but that was like my favorite part of the job. It was just like the easiest. And then she also didn't like when the food runners would get her drinks when she was serving. Like she just wanted to do it herself. I think it was like a thing about maybe tips, because like if your server takes your order, whatever, and then someone else is bringing you all the stuff, you might not get as big of a tip as if like you're taking the order, then you bring them the drinks, and you're like, okay, I remember who ordered what, and like blah blah blah. So I don't know. But anyways, she was there. Did I do it too many rows? No, I just stopped the color change. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we were getting drinks, and she was like, she mentioned Steven Universe. She's like, I have a song from Steven Universe stuck in my head. I'm like, I wasn't even that big of a Steven Universe fan, to be honest. Like I think I'd watched like a season or two, but like I kind of was like not, I don't remember. I just didn't continue, whatever. But like I'd seen like 2 seasons. Anyway, there were more that I didn't watch yet. But she was like, oh my god, there's a song from Steven Universe stuck in my head. And I was like, oh, that's a gay show. Like everyone on Tumblr who likes Steven Universe is like gay, right? Like, so like that's a sign, you know? Like she's probably gay too, because she likes Steven Universe. And like her brother is gay. She actually has 2 gay brothers. I was trying to think, like I think with the same dads, both of them. Anyway, but one of them, and it's not a big deal. I don't want to give more like identifying details potentially. Anyway, so yeah, one of my friends at the time, we haven't talked in a while, that's another story, but like one of my other friends who's gay, we actually went to elementary school together, so like if you've seen my other videos about like I heard the word gay from like elementary school. Some kid on the playground was teaching us all the words. They're like, gay means you like girls, no, gay means you like boys, and lesbian means you like girls. And then a girl was like, oh, I like boys, so that means I'm gay. Yeah, because gay boys like boys, but they didn't say that you have to be a boy and liking boys. They were just like, if you like boys, you're gay, and if you like girls, you're lesbian. And so the girl was like, I like boys, so I'm gay. And they're like, yeah. And then so like some boys were probably like, oh, well, I like girls, I'm probably, so that means I'm a lesbian. And they're like, yeah. And yeah, so this former friend and I went to elementary school together, and I remember her in like 6th grade being like, I like boys, so I'm gay. Which is like so funny. And then I was like, oh, me too. And then we both ended up queer, but she does, or they, I don't know, apparently they use they pronouns. I thought it was she, they. Anyway, this is important. I had a list, Steven Universe. Like, I had a list of all the things she said that I thought were gay. Oh, okay. The reason I brought up that former friend was I was talking to her about this girl, and she was like, oh, if you have siblings, because they maybe I think it's she, they. I think they go by she, they. But yeah, when I was talking to people, it was like everyone else was using they, and I'm like, am I wrong? But like, it says she/they in the bio, and they've never told me anything different. So anyway, I just don't want to misgender them just because we're not like friends anymore. Anyway, yeah, they told me, you know, like they have another sibling who's also queer, and it's like statistically, like they told me like scientifically, if like 2 parents have one gay child together, they're more likely statistically to have another. If they have more kids, like that the other kids are more likely to be gay. I don't remember exactly, obviously, what it was or how it was worded, but it was like further evidence to me, like, oh, she has a gay brother. And then later I met another gay brother, and I was like, oh my gosh, she has like 2 gay brothers already. And it's like, why can't she just be like, you know? And they have more siblings, so it's not like it would just be like all of them would be gay. Like there would still be like at least one straight. I don't know. They had a complicated family. I don't really know that much about it, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. That was the first row. Sorry, I'm like dying over here. Without my tea. Anyway, what else was on the list? I'm trying to remember now, but like, I don't know. She was very feminine, but like, I'm pretty feminine. Like, she liked like fashion and makeup and stuff, but I'm like, that she could be just like a femme lesbian, that's fine. And the fact that she like dated some like, I mean, I don't want to I don't want to come across as like biased, because like I obviously didn't like him because he was like dating who I thought was the love of my life. Like other people have said this as well. Like I just thought she was out of his league, you know, and it's kind of like a common thing for lesbians to like date men, kind of, because of compulsory heterosexuality, but like men who typically, you know, are like because of the compulsory heterosexuality thing, like a lot of women will feel anxious around a guy or something, and then like attribute it, oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Hold on. Because that's not supposed to be that big. I needed to... Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. Okay. I frogged it and then went back and did the same thing. Okay, so this needs to extend further. Sorry. But yeah, and then there's the day that like, I also mentioned, I tried to teach her how to crochet, and I was like, that's like pretty gay, you know, like she wants me to like teach her. I don't know, crochet is just like kind of a gay thing to me. Like everyone's like, my grandma crochets. Your grandma's gay. Sorry to tell you, but sorry, you have to find out this way. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, now it's been like years. I truly cannot remember, but it's like I could just visualize in my head like the bulleted list. There's like at least 6 things on there that I was like, I think she's probably gay. But yeah. She was also a Twilight fan. I feel like a lot of the Twilight fans that I know, like from high school and stuff, ended up being like queer in some way. Cause like those books are, yeah, like, I don't know, I've seen a lot. It's gone back and forth. Everyone's like, we love Twilight, and then everything is like, oh my god, it's such a problematic relationship, it's so bad. And then it's like, it's got this resurgence. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so like funny and like memeable, and like, oh, Bella, what the hell, where the hell have you been, Loca? And stuff like that. And then now it's like, I feel like I just saw a video that was like, Twilight has a white supremacy problem, and I was like, okay, so it seems like we're going back to like bad. ContraPoints had a really good, I don't remember really like the main points of the video, the ContraPoints, if you will, but I remember really liking it, and then it like popped up on my feed again. I'm like, I should watch that again. Maybe I will. Oh my gosh, yeah, so we're switching colors now, and then we're gonna do 2 pixels of white. Okay, and then so then if you've also been watching the videos that I've been posting, you'll know that there was like another girl that I worked with at another job who I had feelings for as well. Like those are like the 2 main like crushes of my life that I would consider. Cause like the other ones I was like, I didn't know that I was gay, or like nothing happened from them. Like if I maybe had like a little crush on somebody, then like they said they had a boyfriend or something, I was like, okay, I gotta move on. But like these ones, like for some reason that didn't work. Like then yeah, the first girl started dating someone else that we worked with, and I was like, she can do better, you know, like it wasn't good enough for me. I was like, I can save her from this terrible relationship. And I do think it's a bad relationship in other people. I was gonna say other people said he was ugly, and like someone said he looked like a PDF file, if you catch my drift. Someone said he looked like he had acid thrown on his face, which I thought was really mean to people who have had acid thrown on their face. Ooh, burn, but not really, sorry. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I kind of like, I remember thinking about this a lot. I would think about how like I didn't believe in the concept of like one person being out of someone else's league, and then like after seeing them together, I'm like, you know what, I actually do think she's out of his league though. But like yeah, it was just like not a good time. Anyway, the other girl that I liked also mentioned like there was like this also was a person that like I didn't really get to like spend that much time with at work, and then so it was kind of like a lot of it was just in my imagination, because it was like we didn't like, there were other people who worked more closely together than me. Like I was kind of like as an Aquarius rising, you know, just always on the outside looking in. Yeah, so it was like 1 2 3, good. I know how to count. Yeah, so I didn't really know her that well either, and I was kind of like making a similar list. Mine wasn't that long, and then it was also like I'd heard her say, I'm talking to like 3 guys right now one time, and I was like, okay, that didn't bother me. I was like, you can talk to whoever you want, but like the fact that they're all guys is like, she's not talking to any girls right now, like, okay. But 3 guys, that seems like excessive. Like if she was bisexual, maybe it'd be like 2 guys and a girl, or like 2 girls and a guy, who knows. But I was like, okay, that seems like a bad sign. Okay, I should just move on. And then it just like still pops up in my head sometimes. It's been years been years. I'm such a hopeless romantic. What is it? Hopness romtic? Hoppus hop, yeah. There's like knuckle tattoos that say hopeless romantic, but because of like the way that the fingers are like bent, it's like, so hopeless romantic like across would just fit perfectly, but then because of the way that they're shaped, it says hopless romtic or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm trying to have the L from hopeless would be at the top, so hoppus romtic. Hoppus, would there be an E? Yeah, because I don't know, I'm confused. Look it up. I can't even just look it up myself and edit it in here because I still don't have a computer with enough storage to do things like that. Anyway, oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, after Folklore came out, it was all lowercase, and I was like, Taylor Swift is gay, and I'm gay, and I remember changing my texts, like I turned off auto capitalization for the first time. Maybe not for the first time, but like, I don't know, I turned it off again. I was like, this means that I'm gay. Like, that was me thinking, that was what I thought while I was doing it, basically. So I was like, okay. Then this other girl that I worked with, she also had, well, it's tricky. I don't know. She also didn't capitalize her texts either, like in group texts and stuff, but like, I don't know. Some people would, like capitalize them sometimes, and then like if they're talking just to me, they wouldn't. And I was like, I see what you're doing. You're trying to like copy me, sneaky, but like, I don't know. I'm copying Taylor Swift, I guess, but like, whatever. And she's copying other people. And there's also like a Tumblr post that was like, I type in all capitals because I'm a capitalist, and then, or something. Oh, it was probably the opposite. I don't use capitals because I'm an anti-capitalist. And then, I don't know. Man, I can't I can't remember everything I've ever seen on the internet, you guys. What do you expect from me? You guys, y'all. Who do y'all think I am? Yeah, it's like, it's fun watching like video essays about a serious topic, and then they'll just suddenly just like put a meme on screen, and then it's just like, okay, and then just moving on. It's like, I love this specific moment in history, even though there's like horrible things going on in the world. Like the genocides in Palestine. This is a Palestine necklace, that's why I did that. I don't know if you can really see it, but oh gosh, that makes it worse. It's better against the dark shirt. Okay, but yeah, free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo. I think I said Syria the other day. I was like, what's the country with the S? I think there's also things going on in Syria, but like the three like big ones, you know, the like big atrocities. Not that what's happening in Syria isn't big or an atrocity, but like, you know, okay. Anyway, yeah. Also, like, how do you just go about like finding love in a world that's like so messed up? You know what I mean? Like, how do you just like ignore that and just like go on a date and be like, oh my god, your eyes are so beautiful, and like know that there's like bombs being dropped on kids on the other side of the world, and you just like, oh my god, I can't do it. Not that I'm trying to be like, I'm better than everyone who can't, you know what I mean? But like, it feels weird to me, like, I don't know. Yeah. But like, I mean, we have to go about living still somehow. Like, you have to talk about something, right? But like, I don't know. I just, yeah, I'm thinking more about like when I was in college, there was like a boy, I talked about this in my video called my college compact crushes, but there was like a guy that I worked with that like everyone said we'd be cute together, and I kind of like, at first I was like, no, like I wasn't interested, and then eventually like so many people were saying it that I started believing it, I guess. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ask him out. And then I found out that he, like, the day before I was gonna ask him was his last day, after like we were like done with the shift. Like, not like during, like, hey, today's my last day or anything, like just never gonna see you again, whatever. Yeah, so that didn't work out. And it wouldn't have worked out even if I did manage to like ask him out or something before he like quit and like moved to another city, like blah blah blah, for a lot of reasons, but also just because I'm a lesbian, and I was like not aware of it at the time. But yeah, like I remember trying to, okay, the thing that I was talking about before, yeah, I just remember like that was around 2016, 2017, so like Trump was like just starting, he like won the presidency or won the election, and then like his presidency started, and then like all kinds of crazy things, terrible things were happening all the time. And I just remember like yeah, we were Facebook friends because the girl who told me first, I think, out of all the people who told me that we'd be cute together, like the first girl, she told me I'd be cute with a lot of people that we worked with, and like a lot of people that I never met because she was just like friends with them on Facebook. Anyway, it was like a whole, she would just tell me, like one time she was like, I saw a guy biking to campus today, he was biking in front of me, he was just a really good biker, you should go out with him. And I'm like, I didn't even see him, I don't know, you're just like what are you even getting from this interaction? Whatever. But yeah, just like he would post stuff on Facebook about like, I wasn't really like a Facebook user, I was like more of a Tumblr user, but I would like look at like Facebook and I would see that he posted stuff about it, but like I wasn't really posting anyway. Yeah, so like posting about the atrocities of the world, and then I just like felt like I don't know what to say now, like when I see him at work and like go up and talk to him, it's like, what do I even say? Because like I know that there's like horrible things going on, and I know that you know there's horrible things going on, and like just everything sucks, and like we should just all, like, I don't know, like what's the point of anything, right? And so it's like classic. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. Goodbye, have fun. Yeah, I'm sure that like being in a healthy, loving relationship would like help you deal with the fact that there's like atrocities in the world, actually, if you like were like vulnerable and like opened up and talked about things. Yeah, but I've never been in a relationship where I felt like I could do that. So yeah, and as an astrologer, I've been like, I obviously read Chani Nicholas. Is it Nichols? Chani Nichols? I always want to say, I don't know if it's Nichols or Nicholas. Chani Nicholas. So Chani's book, I've read Chani's book and I've been following her, although you may be surprised because I don't even know her name. Been following her like her YouTube channel for a while and watching her, oh god, weekly forecast. That was horrible. Like split the yarn and didn't notice. I really want to fix that. That would be so much work to just fix that. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Let me just go a couple more stitches and see how noticeable it is. Okay. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Yeah, the crochet thing started as like, I'm just sitting here talking and like I might as well be doing something, right? And like having something besides just me talking, because then if I'm like thinking of something to say, then I'm at least, you know, there's something else going on. but like, I don't know. Now I'm just like, then I I mess up the crocheting because I'm busy like talking or like thinking about talking. I mess up, I stop talking because I mess up crocheting, and then I'm like, oh god, what was I, what? Then I have to fix it, and then I lose track of what I was saying. Okay. I remember saying lowercase texts. I think she might be bisexual because she has lowercase texts. Just like very fashionable, and just like young people are just like more open sometimes. Young people can sometimes be just like very open. Obviously, not all young people were exposed to like social media in the same way, and so like maybe didn't have the same exposure to like gay people, LGBTQ communities, which I like to say LGBTQ community. I think that should be a thing that we say, but I've never had a platform to say it, so here it is. What no one else is brave enough to say. We're already saying LGBTQ community. It sounds so similar. We might as well just shorten it a little bit. It's so many things, so many syllables. LGBTQ community. It's like queering it. I think the Q would be happy. I don't know. Use it if you want, or tell me how much you hate it in the comments. I don't care. Live your life. Do what you do. Do whatever you want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I said the 5 and 6 before doing the stitches, so that's actually 6, and then that one was really hard to get in. Yeah, so good stuff. I was gonna update y'all on my little sun tapestry. I've only done, okay, so yeah, I'm making, for anyone who doesn't know, making this little cat. You already saw that one. Okay, and then I'm also working on a sun, and this is 25 by 25, but I quadrupled it, so it's 100, and it's gonna be by 100, but it's only by like 5 right now. So yeah, I have the first 2 pixels, and let's see, so the tail's over here. So I started here and then chained across. So then this is the first row starting here, going across this way, and then that way, that way, that way. Like when you're crocheting, you're starting from wow, who knew this would come back again? I just was blabbering earlier. I'm like, wait, where is this gonna go? Okay, you're going from, God, going from right to left. So then I was like following the pattern. And since I am used to English, I was counting from left to right and like putting how many stitches in each color before I do the color change. So I have like 25. I started at the bottom, and like I was counting from this way, but then crocheting the other way. So then it's like backwards so I'm like kind of glad that I frogged it, even though I was almost halfway done. And so like technically like this is still more work than it would have been to just finish it the other way. But since I was frogging it anyway, like I wouldn't have frogged it just because of this, but since I frogged it anyway, because I ran out of white yarn and I went to get more, and it was like a slightly different shade, and then so now when I'm working across, I can like actually like see, like it'll look like the picture as I'm adding the color, so I won't have to like keep flipping it in my head, and like I'll be like, okay, there's 1 pixel here, and then the 1 pixel will be here, and then the like bar over here would be like over here for me, and so it's just like gonna be a lot easier. And like I said, not worth frogging it just for that. If you're already like almost halfway done, it's just like a little bit more like, okay, and then next time you start on something, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna actually make it, because yeah. But that doesn't work. Like on this one I did 3 times the pattern. So like every sorry. Oh my god. Ugh. I still feel it anyway. 3 times. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video after this. But it's 3 times, so it's like alternating. Doesn't work as well as if I, like, this was twice the pattern, so it was like every other row. It was perfect, and this is 4 times, so it's like pretty good. Okay, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow to see whether or not I'm dying. Okay, bye.